deal. The Piedmont Wind Symphony is just days away from its next performance, and this one features a very special guest. The weekend is an evening with Renee Elise Goldsberry, the singer and actress most notably known for originating the role of Angelica Schuyler in the Broadway hit Hamilton. Her talent will be on full display in Winston-Salem on Saturday night.
You don't want to sing her name? Joining us now is Mark Norman, director and conductor of the Piedmont Wind Symphony, and of course, Tony and Grammy Award-winning singer, actress herself, Renee Elise Goldsberry. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Well, Mark, we're going to start with you. What about Renee's talent inspired you to have her perform with the symphony going into this performance this weekend?
Well, I mean, anybody that's ever seen Renee, perform or act knows that there is just a super amount of talent here. And I became a fan of hers on The Good Wife. I was watching the show The Good Wife. And then when I saw Hamilton, I couldn't believe what she was able to do. And I immediately thought, we have this tradition of Piedmont Wind Symphony bringing in, these world-class artists like Al Jarreau and Ben Folds and, Boyz II Men even. We decided, I instantly said Renee would be a great fit because, her voice is just so iconic. And I think with our band and the mix of her band and our band, I think it's going to be really a fantastic evening.
That sounds terrific. It sounds like a lot of fun. Renee, it's good to meet you. What are you looking forward to most about performing in Winston-Salem?
Oh, getting out of this cold.
We see the snow.
No, I'm excited about performing with the Piedmont Wind Symphony. I have a wonderful band. We play all over the country, and there's nothing better than hearing those arrangements with the symphony. It's just glorious. And I love to come to new places. There's a wonderful tradition of arts in your community. You have so many patrons of the arts there, and I'm just excited to celebrate with you. I cannot wait.
Well, we're excited to host you, Renee. And back to you, Mark. Tell us about the music and kind of overall experiences audiences can look forward to.
Well, we're going to start the program. The Wind Symphony is going to play the Overture to Candide, Bernstein, especially with the movie out. We thought that would be appropriate. A short introduction, but then we're going to turn it over to Renee. And so I'm actually going to do the same here. Let her talk about the music the music she's going to sing.
Yeah, I love the opportunity to share experiences that I've had, in my career and my personal life and connect it to music. So we're gonna pair these arrangements of songs from Hamilton and Rent and The Lion King, but there's also spiritual songs and inspirational songs. We have some Aretha Franklin in there. We have some Bob Dylan. We have some Simon and Garfunkel. We really kind of cross a wide spectrum. There's jazz standards and just classical music. It's a fusion that we turn into a big celebration of joy. It's very exciting. It's a fun concert, and I like to tell some stories about what it felt like to open Hamilton.
I mean, that sounds like such a dream night. I'm going to be honest, I'm geeking out right now, Renee, just speaking with you. And I'm curious how you are using your previous career experiences for these kinds of new performances like this weekend. You're talking about kind of bringing in a lot of your past shows and putting a new spin on them. Talk more about that.
Well, one time, many years ago, I was in a van going to shoot a television show with Henry Winkler, who originated the role of the Fonz in Happy Days a million years ago. But he had all these really wonderful stories, and the entire way he just told them all to me. And I realized the reason great things happen to you is because you need to share them with as many people as possible. And so what inspires me is to not only perform wonderful music with the greatest musicians in the world that are at the Piedmont Wind Symphony, but to bring as many people in on my journey. I think everyone's journey is unique and really special, and I think we need to share these stories with each other. So that's what I love to do, and it inspires me to keep doing it. I really love to view the world through the prism of really sharing our experiences.
And it sounds like you have such a great mix of music in this performance coming up on Saturday. Mark, can you talk to why Saturday's concert can be a good introduction to the Piedmont Wind Symphony?
Well, for those who may not know about us a little bit, we're in our 34th season, so we've been around for a while. Rob Simon started this group back in 1989, if you don't know about us, you're going to love the sound of that's really the big key, is the sound of the ensemble. And like Renee was talking about joy, that's what we go for. In fact, that's part of our mission statement, is to bring joy to our audiences through music. And so, of course, bringing in Renee is absolutely in line with that. And again, one of the more exciting things that we do. But yeah, get to know us. Come to our website, go to PiedmontWindSymphony.com. You'll see lots of things that we've done. And so again, we're just glad that we get this opportunity.
Well, we are so glad to have you both on our show this morning. Thank you for your time. We hope for the very best on Saturday. Everyone at home, the Piedmont Wind Symphony will present an evening with Renee Elise Goldsberry this Saturday, January 27th. That performance will begin at 7:30 inside Waite Chapel in Winston-Salem. That is on the campus of Wake Forest University. If you'd like to learn more and grab your tickets, head to PiedmontWindSymphony.com.